come on, son. Come back to the couch. Do you want to come sit? Axis is sitting. Or he's just going to lay down on the floor. Okay.
I mean, okay, honestly, this is very stereotypical Libra. Which I'm not, but it fits. I'm a Libra, and according to predictive text, my 3 favorite things are my own personality, my favorite thing, and my own personal taste.
In theory, we're live. It hasn't started yet, though. There it goes. There it goes. It's doing the thing. Hi, yes. Hi, Axis. You are being a very lovely boy. Yes, you are. So, tonight, I am live streaming a game that just came out, Gundam Breaker 4. I've live streamed the prequel to this game, New Gundam Breaker, which is totally not a confusing naming scheme. But that's where I developed the Gundam Panda-chan, if you remember from that. I kind of wish Seven was here with the channel lore.
Yeah, because honestly, Panda-chan started before I joined.
Panda-chan's been around for a while. But I have outdone myself, and I've created the most destructive, terrifying mobile suit in Gundam existence.
Okay.
And as soon as I press the button, we'll see it. And I wanted to make sure everyone saw it at the same time, all of my viewers. That is my Gundam.
Okay, but the skull in the chest, I am about it.
That's the best part.
I am about that, absolutely.
It is. I call it.
It's detachable and a skull, so she can drink out of it when she's murdered everybody.
I call it Sakura-chan wearing a death machine. Looking at her equipment, she has...
I am become death.
She has, on each arm, 2 Gatling cannons. Her main weapons are a heat whip and a scythe. She's got 2 guns, but I don't really care about the guns. She's also got, obviously, leg-mounted rocket launchers and hip-mounted grenade launchers. You can see those on the hips. Yeah.
Hips don't lie.
The hips don't lie.
They kill people, Carl.
So, showing off my... Oh, and she also has 2 shoulder-mounted 220 millimeter cannons.
You know, because.
So this is like the training mode, so you can see just how it's supposed to perform. So those are her arm cannons. She's also got shoulder rocket launchers.
Oh, yeah.
Because I needed to have more. That's the shoulder cannons. And those are the leg cannons. She also has a high-energy beam cannon.
Yeah.
That's
for reasons.
That's her heat whip. It just kind of flings around. And there's her scythe, which is called a beam scissor. I don't understand.
Yeah, so.
But this is my creation.
It's a murder suit.
It is a murder suit. I kind of wanted it because I don't have the bear guy, which was what originally was Panda-chan. There's a mobile suit called Bear Guy, and we can see Bear Guy in some degree because they use him as the avatar for like the mission selects. I just haven't unlocked him yet because I'm not that far into the game. See, those are the little bear guys.
Okay.
And that is a mobile suit-sized bear guy. So, like, that was my start for this. But I haven't unlocked him yet, and there's a bunch that I can. There's a giant one over there too. I can come buy a bunch of sets, but I can't buy the Bear Guy set yet because I haven't seen Bear Guy. I've bought most of the ones that I like or that I figure are going to be ridiculous. To like, I've bought that. Whatever the hell that is. It's Ack Guy.
Okay.
It's one of the in classic Gundam lore, you've got two factions. You've got, I think it's Ewan Spacey is the name, which is a ridiculous name. And then you've got the Principality of Zeon, who's totally not German. Totally not German. They totally didn't drop a colony on Australia and kill a bunch of people. Totally didn't do that. Totally didn't.
Totally didn't do it a second time?
There have been so many Operation Meteors that I have lost track of what like the main Gundam timeline is, because there's supposedly a main timeline, and then you've got kind of these like splinter timelines.
Okay, well, there's at least one before because the British did it.
I mean, I think that was the colony dropped them. But like the Principality of Zeon always use like they have names like Gelgug and Zaku, and they all have these creepy faces with like a mono eye, like one eye that kind of like moves around and like focuses. Like it's creepy. It's very much are we the baddies?
Very R2D2 meets the original Cylons.
Yes. And like Dom Trooper, like that's another one. Like yeah.
That reads like a straight, well, a cishet white man claiming to be a Dom just because he likes to beat people.
Yeah, and then like these are our forces. Like we have kind of like just like that. Those are the original Gundams. Gun cannon. There's a gun tank version where he's just got, instead of legs, he's got tank treads. And then like you get into like the weird storylines, like Gundam Wing, where you've got one called Gundam Death Scythe Hell. And it's all capitalized. His name has to be all capitalized. I don't understand why he's special, but he is. He's the guy who carries the scythe. But then you also get like Gundam Versago, who's an offshoot of the Gundam Wing universe, where if like the Gundam Wing characters were all dicks, kind of like there's I don't. If anyone in the chat can explain to me the Gundam universe in a little bit more detail as to the hell am I supposed to be paying attention to, the only ones that I know, the only series that I've actually watched completely, I watched Gundam Unicorn, which is we have space people. Humans have evolved into space people, and space people are fucking terrifying because they can bend the fabric of reality when given a machine.
Okay.
Like, the Unicorn Gundam expands, its armor it opens up and it has glowing sections called Psycho Frame armor that allows it to bend the fabric of reality, and he can actually go back in time. That's not unnerving. You've got Gundam Wing, which is Child Soldiers Save the World. You've got Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, which is Child Soldiers All Die Horrible Deaths. Nobody in Iron-Blooded Orphans survives. Nobody. And it makes me mad. And that's the extent. I started watching Witch from Mercury, which is interesting because it's girl has sister whose soul has been implanted into a Gundam. and she's at a college for people to fight each other in Gundams. It's a little weird. Also, she's getting married to a woman. There's a lot of interesting things going on that.
You know. Yeah.
But yeah. So we're gonna play around a little bit with this and show off some of the story, some of the missions, and I'm gonna
Hey, buddy.
try to build the most ridiculous creatures to ever walk the face of the Gundam universe. Hi, Ro. You are just being so ridiculous.
I don't know how to do it on yours.
What's up?
Switching it from live chat to all chat, or top messages to all messages.
All messages. There we go. I do not know about Gundam Engage. The Unicorn isn't being made by the Federation. Who made Unicorn then? Was it the Foundation? Xion. Yeah, the Principality of Xion's totally not Nazis. Totally not. Totally not space Nazis. I mean, sadly, they did have some points. Because instead of Xion was like, hey, we're developing space people. Humanity's evolving. Like we've evolved into a new type of humans called new types that are designed for space. It's like, instead of killing them all, how about we make them the front and center of our military-industrial complex? So it's like, if Hitler decided instead of, his final solution was exterminating entire populations, was rather, let me use them as batteries for weapons. I don't think that's a better option.
Hi. I saw you on Saturday. It wasn't that long ago. Even gave you drugs.
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 Nom 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 nom.
You wanted my finger in your mouth. I'm just helping.
So if someone wants your finger in their mouth, you'll help?
It depends on the someone.
Also, one of my partners is this little guy. See, look at him. Look at this little guy. Where did you go, little guy? There he is. Look at him. He doesn't have legs.
Can you join an in-progress battle in this mode? Oh man, they're getting stomped. What should we do?
This is so ridiculous. Look at this
You really
thing.
want to go help them? Seriously? All right. If you're sure, I'm right behind you.
Yes, what are you doing? Playing cricket? Okay, be careful with them. They're just little guys.
This is the most ridiculous. Actually, this is... I made this as a joke, and it's actually kind of a powerful
Having a
setup.
rough time there, bud?
Alright, ignore the story because the story makes no sense. Does it? Doesn't it, son? It makes no sense. Also, I love how in universe the game is G B B B B B B B B B B B. It's looking at me.
Whoa! I didn't think it'd be that big! Can you really handle this thing by yourself?
I can just circle around you and do this forever.
I've fought like base bosses before, Tao. Shouldn't you be used to this?
I have so many guns.
Think you can handle it, guys?
What happened to taking point?
And I'm just doing a ridiculous amount of damage to him. Oh, I beat him, but the camera broke.
Oh, thank goodness. That was close.
And then My victory pose. Come on, show the victory pose. Yeah! I'm the avatar of death!
Are you some sort of
Also, that's a whole lot of weight to support.
Just the shoulders and arms.
Because it looks like she skipped leg day a couple of times.
Oh, she definitely skipped legs. That was actually, I shrank her legs to make it even more pronounced. Because, like, there's a ridiculous amount of customization you can do with this. And so I'm going to go into the customization menu and just kind of play around with a couple of things. But holy crap, like, this was a joke, but I accidentally made a demon of a creature. So you can go into assembly, and, like, I can't change the head or legs too much. I can change, like, their size. I can change her head. So, like, if I really wanted to be a little ridiculous about it, I could be really ridiculous about it. Axis, son.
Hey, homie.
I can also kind of change the position so that her head's a little bit more front-facing, which also means it is completely detached from her torso now. Or I can kind of make her... No one can see me. No one can see me.
Your paladin and his stealth roll, and that's real cute for them.
What about XY coordinate? Oh yeah, I can. We can slide to the left.
Slide to the right.
Scroll.
Oh God! So we had first rehearsal last night, and of course, roll your shoulders and stretch your neck and everything, get everything loosen up. And she was like, "Everybody, tilt your head to the left," and I immediately went to my right. And I looked around. I was like, "This is wrong." Casually moving back over.
Access, kitty boys, come here. What are you doing? I kind of wanted to find, like, the most ridiculous. I think I found the most ridiculous, which was the gun tank. But there are a couple other, like, weird ones. Where are they? Like, some of them look fairly like, oh yeah, that's not terrible. Oh yeah, I just do that.
I mean,
that's actually the body that I used for Panda Jen.
I just realized it, like, her proportions, she looks like a Jimmy Neutron character.
I have no idea. What is that? What is that chest? That is...
I mean, it looks like a chest burster, actually.
A little bit.
Paint it black, and
this is her normal body piece.
Jimmy Neutron character.
Sasabi is also an interesting one because it's just giant chest plate. But really the current that I got, and then the serpents are good because they've got the built-in gun arms. Though I can add the gun arms to basically anyone else because I have those as parts. So like I could do Shining Gundam. He's the one that well, actually technically it's Burning Gundam, I think, is the one he's on a horse riding a Gundam head in space. That's I'm pretty sure that's Burning Gundam. Because this hand of mine burns with an awesome power is something that he says. And every time he says that, I just keep thinking, you should see a doctor.
I mean, either that or it's a good thing, and he enjoys time alone.
What actually aggravates me about this game, and I've been doing digging about this all day, one of my favorite Gundams is not actually a Gundam. It's another mobile suit called Tallgeese. And he gets a giant gun attached to one shoulder, and then he gets a shield attached to the other. And this shield is my favorite shield in the entire franchise. I just love how it looks. I love how it's designed. It's got a little spike on it because it's got it's called a heat whip. It's the same weapon that she's using. It's basically just like a grappling chain that heats up and melts things. But I can't use the shield on its own. It's stuck with that ugly ass shoulder bit. So I'm stuck with that. And then I'm using her legs, but the other option that I had was we've got those.
Huh.
And then do I have gun tank? I thought I had gun tank. Pretty sure I had gun tank. But I don't know where I should be alphabetical, but I don't see it. Because it goes Gundam and then it goes to Hygog. Which that's also an interesting set. I could. Oh god. Look at those absolute units. And then that's Tallgeese's legs. I didn't like Tallgeese's legs mostly because the weird penis nub just looks out of place.
That particular codpiece just not doing it for you.
No. And then you've got backpacks. You want a backpack?
Backpack.
Like more guns. I can just equip more guns. An actual backpack. Thruster. The one that I actually really like to use is, again, Tallgeese's, which are just little thrusters. I like little thruster backpacks. I don't know what that is or what that's supposed to be, but we've got that. What is this victory gun? That's pretty normal.
Axis,
Oh, right.
You're the one who walked away.
I can give wings. I forgot about the wings. I should do the wings.
I really need to buy some wings.
Well, now.
Because I think this costume is going to end up being like a 5-year plan. Just get a pair of wings each season just to add to the collection. Piece it together.
Let me change the inner wings. Backpack. I don't like the gold color. Let's make them the same as the others. There we go.
Very
Perfect.
nice.
I don't know what the bright red part is. Oh, it's the main. Okay, it's the back. I can't see that through all the other shit. Axis, what are you doing?
Kitty
Come
boy.
here.
What are you doing? Hey.
Well,
Fine.
now that I've created my adorable murder machine, which is your nickname, son, come here. Hi.
Hey, buddy.
Oh no! Now I gotta fix it because now I'm walking again, and I don't want to walk. I want to fly.
Hi. Hi.
Except I accidentally backed out because you got to spend hours creating. I mean, you can, and this game is so ridiculous because, like, I haven't even begun to show off like. So each piece of Gundam has stats. So like the head has like this head changes my reaction speed and HP, and then it also has abilities. They can also have additional skills. So like this head has a beam chakram, like you do,
I mean, yeah.
and this head has a laser machine gun in the head.
Hi. What you doing?
God damn it! I keep okay. I don't want to back out. I Breaker is like you've seen you're looking at my abomination, are you not? We're kind of like you see this nightmare of a creature. Where is it? Is it under backpack? I think it was backpack. Adjust visibility. Oh, I thought it was. Move to, there we go. Move type fly. It's under legs. And now my pretty pink angel of death. Let's go murder. So the only thing I don't like about this game, compared to the previous one, no one really liked the previous game, it seems.
This is the mission desk.
I liked it. I had fun with it. I understand why some people weren't big on it. But the issue with this one, it seems like there's no sense of scale. Like these are supposed to be toys. Like these are the actual like little Gundam model kits that you could build. And so it's these, you're building this model to break other models. That was the whole shtick of this story.
Yeah.
There's not really a sense of scale to that in this. Like, they're just kind of making them a thing.
Hi. Haven't seen you in a minute.
What makes this
Yeah, I knew Warcana was going to show up because I knew this game. Save your Gundam, rename it, load the blueprint, then they... Oh, yeah. I just haven't actually named any of them because I'm terrible with names. Rowan, my
Homie.
son, what are you children doing?
Hey, come here.
I also have to show the launch sequence because I
Well-
skipped the last one.
Buddy, you don't have to be back there. In fact, you should not be back there. I mean, I know my therapist says I should avoid shoulds, but this is different. Come on.
I mean, this is an acceptable should situation. Rowan, kitty boy.
Come on.
He's like, no, I live here now.
All right, here we go.
This is me
My
now.
back. Let's go.
It's not a phase, Mom. And I've got guns.
Dude,
So So many guns.
Don't make me actually have to like get up and grab you. No one's gonna be happy about that.
Just shoot the tall geese. As opposed to the short geese. Axis, don't you go. Come here. Your cats are like mine also. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you doing what you do? Rowan,
Sir.
are you're gonna get dragged out by force. Corporal Cuddles.
Doing well.
Small
Don't let
geese.
your guard down.
You're not to tell me. Just watch my back.
You too good for your home?
Keep an eye out for those targets.
Dude, I'm trying not to sit on you.
Hi, you gonna lay down? Yeah, lay down. You can lay down there. That's fine.
Dude, not you two. Come on.
I wish I could change the beam color for my scythe. I want to make it pink. I think having a pretty pink death scythe is just...
I mean, I'm about it. You know how I feel about shit like that.
Behold my shoulder-mounted rockets of death. this is so fucking ridiculous. Thank you. What is this? Who thought this is something people need to have access to? Oh, hey, this is one of the bad guys from Iron-Blooded Orphans. It's a sentient robot of death.
Some serious fire.
You know, much like I am. And you just...
Back in business.
Like, Libet tagged me on something on Tumblr, and it was somebody had gone thrifting, and there was a My Little Ponies like activity book in there, and whatever child had it in their possession previously, there's like a spot where you write your own spell for Twilight Sparkle.
Okay.
And this child wrote a death spell.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I need that. Admittedly, not Pinkie Pie, but still, I'm about it. Dude, really? Axis. What are you doing?
Being weird. Being very weird.
Or go back there like you're... Okay, do that. How about let's do what you want to do?
I got rid of my, the backpack that gave me the giant beam of death. And I'm kind of regretting that now, because I like the giant beam of death, but I like the wings. The wings feel right. they feel natural, you know?
I just have that je ne sais quoi.
Like, you know how it feels? So what I gotta do is I gotta change my guns. I can also get a pocket knife.
Atelier! Hello!
Hello! Hello!
The band's getting back together.
Just to say, go look up the Reddit, the Twitter tag mates for some of the. I've seen a couple of. I've seen some people make some really interesting shit in this, and I'm just like, I have absolutely no creative function compared to you people. Just at all.
Yeah. So today is the anniversary of Libet closing on the house.
Woo!
So I've been telling the house happy anniversary all day.
Happy anniversary, Hal.
And I'm probably going to be stopping off at...
Are you going to get it flowers?
No, I was going to get a slice of cake for us to share.
How are you going to share it with the house? Are you just going to drop it on the floor?
I mean, you know how messy I am. That's going to happen anyway.
Happy birthday to the ground!
Yeah.
Alright, let's change my gun. I want... Where is my Buster rifle?
I need to figure
That's
out
one.
what to do for my birthday. Since I'll actually be here.
You'll actually be here.
Yeah.
I have a present for you already.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
No presents.
The presents.
Your presence is a present.
Can I not have two? I want two. It's twin Buster rifles. I guess I only have one. That seems a little...
Yeah.
It says it's alphabetical order. Okay, so we've got beam cannon. I could just go with a beam cannon. Beam Gatling gun. Beam rifle. Buster. So we'll just use a regular Buster rifle then. How's that? You won't give me two. Oh, and it makes it pink. I can do that with the other one because I do have two of those. I want two pink rifles. Because fuck you, that's why. See? Well, it made one of them pink. It didn't make the other one pink.
All right. The apocalypse happens, and we have to find some way to build our own, like, exoskeletons or something. I'm making a pink murder bot.
I mean, as you should. Okay, we're coloring this pink.
I see a black gun, and I want
And
to
to
paint
paint
it
it
pink.
pink. I think that's the same shade. Looks close enough. You need to be red. There we go. Close enough. And now I have become Death, the cuter of worlds. I feel like Thanos, but fabulous! Get it?
The mission desk.
Yes.
Come on, that was funny. I did make a pink castle on Minecraft not too long ago. I haven't read any of the new Ultimate stuff. I've heard a lot of it's pretty good. I just have not been in a comic reading mindset lately. I haven't even read the web comics that I normally follow.
This is a new type of mission.
Like, at all this week. I should probably check up on that. Not that I think they're going anywhere. I love the hip-mounted rocket-propelled grenades. Like, they frame the skull so nicely.
They do. It offsets it very well. Plays it to its best advantage.
It ties the whole room together. Oh god, now that I'm doing so much bowling, the number of Big Lebowski jokes has just...
We need to go bowling. I haven't been bowling in forever, and you keep talking about it, and I'm getting increasingly jealous.
We can. I need more practice. Amber took a couple of lessons and is like severely kicking my ass. So.
But yeah, that happens. Just shut the fuck up, Donnie. No, I finally finished building my bar, and a friend of mine went to Iceland a few years ago and brought me back stuff from the Lebowski bar. Apparently there is a Big Lebowski themed bar out there in Reykjavik, just for reasons. And so like I have napkins and coasters and stuff. And so I have a napkin with Lebowski, like stirring his White Russian. It's just right there, and it makes me happy.
But yeah, we should go sometime. I need to get
To
my...
Iceland to go to...
I mean, yes, that too. I mean, I kind of want to go to Iceland.
I wanted to go to Iceland for ages.
Rowan, get down. My brother went to Iceland, as that volcano was erupting.
I know. I'm going to punch him in the face. Steal tickets.
But no, I was saying bowling. Like I need to get my bowl from Amber, but yeah, we could totally go. I could totally use more practice, and I actually get a discount since I'm part of a beer league.
Did your screen glitch out
Nice.
for a second there? I wonder if we should report that.
The game is still in beta, right? I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
You're probably right.
This beam is just ridiculous.
The trick is going to be seeing if my wrist can handle it. Or if I should just pack my brace.
You should probably pack your brace, yeah.
I took my cane with me yesterday, and I was getting there on time, but then I got turned around and I went the wrong way to get to the parking deck, and so I kind of had to drive around downtown Durham again to get back to it. And I was in such a hurry, I forgot my cane. I was limping halfway there, going, oh fuck. Whoops. I had to introduce myself to the group.
I'm gonna take them all down
All the new
myself if
people
you two
there.
don't get
All the newbies.
And
Newbies.
I am constantly going either way with the into or not into the whole brevity thing,
Thanks.
depending on how I introduce myself first.
I mean, whatever. I could have handled it without you. I almost had him.
And
Sure you did.
I got to tell them that I found out about the choir from my GP.
Fun.
Like, half of them had found out from a Reddit post. And I was like, no, my doctor told me about you last week.
My doctor. My doctor recommended this and also not having erections that last more than 4 hours. It was an odd conversation.
You know, just how that goes. I think she got weirded out with the whole, like, non-believer singing in a church choir thing. It's like, have you heard about this? Ah, bless. But yeah, all the new people either found out from Reddit or they're in a church choir with somebody who's also in the choir. Just like, nope, okay.
I get up close and personal with you with my beam scissor. It's a scythe. I don't understand.
It doesn't even have like the mechanism to be a scissor.
And the name is Death Scythe Hell. Like,
it's already there.
It's like you know what the name of the word is. Let me ask you a question.
Trying to. Damn it. I hate that my memory is just such Swiss cheese these days. Because there was something I saw. Lesbians joking about being lesbians, and their scissoring definitely came up. And I can't remember the joke. I just remember I had to pause the video so I could stop laughing before I heard the rest.
I mean, scissor different? It's like lesbian crafters, like.
I mean, and I was earlier sitting there going, I need to get some new craft scissors. All of mine are dull. And I was like, yeah, okay.
This is the mission desk.
Okay. I got jokes that I didn't even know I had.
No, I don't want to go to my room.
No, I do not want to make out with you.
One of the fun things about this game is you can make dioramas.
For funsies.
And I haven't done it yet, but
I swear to God, there was a bug. I'm not.
it's a gnat. It got in.
I'm having trouble with gnats over at my house. There's got to be a place where they're spawning, like right outside the door.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, you can add things and make scenes.
Fun thing about history is it only happens once. You can rewrite it over and over again. Like with your silly dioramas.
Oh, I've got to pick. It's making me do, because I haven't done it yet. It's doing a tutorial.
No.
Like, hey, move here. Okay. Oh, it's not going to let me stop this. Posing mode. Switch camera mode with plus. Alright, I just gotta do the things that it's telling me to do. Select pose. Battle motion. Yes, just let me do the thing. Select shooting 1 and frame 0. Switch to pointing mode. I gotta do this. And shield display. Close range weapon. There we go. Come on. Effect. Explosions. I gotta adjust the size because it's too big. Too big of an explosion. And we're going to take a photograph of it. And are we done? I didn't want to photograph the diorama. Sure, save. You cannot use the word enter. Look at this. I cannot use the word enter.
Wow.
Really.
Silliness.
System allows you to save and load diorama. Okay, cool. And end.
It seems like they made that so much more complicated than it needed to be.
Well, I mean, because that was the tutorial, and it was just like, hey, this is how it's supposed to work. Because the images that people have made with dioramas are really impressive, because they wanted to add as much of the aspect of like the people who make the models. Because one of the things people do for these model kits is they just build diorama scenes, which means I've seen people take like fully completed, custom painted, and they take a soldering iron and just jab holes in it to melt the plastic so that it looks like melted plastic or melted armor, and then they go through and paint that it's like molten, that it's like a fresh wound, and like they pose it to where it's like, oh yes, it's just been shot through the chest, and there's like, you know, molten plastic coming. I was like, they go a little out of the way for some of this. And again, it's I have no level of creative attributes compared to the people who do some of the stuff. It is insane. One guy took one, he's like, so you've got different levels of model kits in the Gundam universe. You've got like high grade, which is not really high grade. It's the lowest, and it's not super detailed, but they're cheap. Then you've got like master grade, which is more detailed, a little bit more expensive, more parts, more articulation points. And then you've got like perfect grade, which are hundreds of dollars a set, and typically involve like parts that light up or move or transform and adjust and shit like that. I've seen people take perfect grade models and just be like, yeah, the lights on this aren't enough, so I ripped it apart and I rewired it with new LEDs so that it's brighter, or that I could change the coloration to, and I'm like, the fuck? It's like, that model kit is like $500 and you just ripped parts of it apart? And you're comfortable with this. Also, the spokespeople for this are, I don't know what is going on with her hair. It is not attached to her head in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, that's...
And the 70s.
Yeah.
I kind of want free-floating hair. Because that's what it is. It's not connected to her head. It's not connected to those floating things either. It's just...
It's like they're being projected out of them.
This is the
Speaking
mission desk.
of bending space-time and...
I have the high-grade nudity on... I have a couple. I have a couple of... I think high grades. I bought them way back in high school. So, like, they're, you know, from the late 90s, early 2000s. And I custom painted a couple of them. I have a Wing Zero from Endless Waltz and a Death Scythe Hell from Endless Waltz. So the wings that I've got here are actually on a model kit that I've built, and I painted them black and silver because I turned Wing Zero into the Angel of Death. Because it's, you know, in the fucking anime it has feathers. It's a robot wing that has like, it opens its wings and like feathers fly out. I'm like, the fuck is this? And it's like, it's very angelic looking. I'm like, no, I want to make this look like the Angel of Death. So I painted it black and silver, and then Death Scythe Hell, which is, you know, he's got bat wings that fold over to form a cloak. And the scythe, I painted him white and silver. White, silver, and blue. And made him like holy. And I'm just like, this is my juxtaposition for everything. This is what I do.
This is the mission desk.
Did I already? Yes, I already picked okay, let's go do this. I can build one of the super deformed ones, which are what those little tiny ones are called. They're called SD, which stands for super deformed.
That's
which
fucked
sounds
up.
Yeah, that sounds insulting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I'm super deformed because it's like they didn't want to go with chibi, and I don't quite understand. But
there are many other words that could be used
right.
than deformed, because they were built that way. Therefore, they are not deformed.
No, they're not.
They're exactly how they were formed.
I mean, now they've kind of dropped the. It's just the initials now. It's SD Gundam, but like, it stands for super deformed. Like, but like, it's not like whitewashing the history, and like, but it's just like, no, we're gonna forget that stood for. We're just gonna list them as SD. that's what they're.
Okay, our first battle against other people. Let's go, you two. What's the matter, Lynn? You're kind of quiet. You sick or something?
Behold my missiles,
Leave this to me. I've got
my
a good feeling.
lovely thigh missiles.
Bullseye.
He'll show you his lovely lady humps.
Oh god, I started adding more songs to Rad Tunes.
Mm-hmm.
So many Black Eyed Peas songs are really catchy and really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Hi, Axis. Axis, get down. Get down. You don't need to be up there, son. Come on. Yeah. You want to sit next to Jess? No, I'm gonna bite Jess. Oh, but Dad's gonna sit here. So I'm gonna purr instantly as soon as Dad sits down. You were a little shit, you know that?
Yep.
An adorable little shit.
Yeah, I'm building my September playlist. I ended up putting a bunch of Muse on it today. Because of John C. Duff, actually. One of the dogs was playing Hysteria. And I was like, I don't have that, and it has a kick-ass bass line. I need it. I need it now.
You know, I still say I made this as a joke. This is actually probably more powerful than the actual Gundams that I made. And I feel some kind of way about that. Because after this, I'll load up the one that I actually built and that I've been playing. And like you can tell, because it looks, you know, like, oh yeah, this is something that I would make. And like, this is just...
Oh, so I bought the $4 bottle of wine at Walmart last night because if we had one, we were supposed to bring a quirk to practice last night.
Yeah, you knew what was going to happen.
I don't have any corks, so...
How to get a cork? Buy a $4 bottle of wine.
Yep. But I mean, it's meant to help like actual beginners like learn to shape their mouth to get the right sounds to come out.
Ladies.
Yeah, I mean, I can do some shit with my mouth.
Ladies.
Like hold a cork and sing around. So I'll be taking that to practice next week to put inside my mouth. That is inside a mask. So.
And we can come full circle with the Gundam. It's a cork in a mouth inside of a mask and a Gundam in space.
Yeah. Look at your man. Now look at me. Get your man.
I'm on a horse in space.
Top of your game, Lynn. When did you get so good?
Axis, stop scratching at the rug, my son.
What was it you sent me that I was like, look at your man, now look at me. I am a horse.
Oh, fuck, what was that? What did I send you that was... Now I gotta know. It wasn't the spooky nuggets. There it is. There, it's a YouTube. Oh, it's the guy who sings Dirt Man. My ass is
Right.
my titties be popping. My ass is fat. My feet
Yeah.
clip clopping.
They're a top-ranked clan.
On down
There's
the
no way
road.
beginners like us should be going up
I am a
against them.
horse.
I am a horse.
Hey,
I
things changed. It's an open rank battle now.
love Carter Vale
It
increasingly
seems
every
there was
day.
an error in the matchmaking. How unfortunate. Well, since we're all here, I
'Cause,
suppose
yeah,
we'll take
I-
our free win.
What?
I am a horse.
Bullseye.
I mean, I think he peaked with Dirt Man.
You're not bad.
I,
Like that was perfection. I don't think you can top that.
he does have a couple of actual albums out.
He does, but like Dirt Man is just it's
It
perfection.
really is
Can't
just.
believe this is
Axis,
how strong these top-ranked
what are you
clans
doing?
are.
Why don't you lay down,
Sorry,
son?
guys.
And I like the free verse challenge. Just like all of the submissions. Very fun.
I have now gone into burst mode because I am powered by friendship and love to murder people.
Twilight Sparkle needs a new spell. Axis.
Son,
Homie.
what is your damage?
What was that?
Why don't you
Like,
just lay
you
down?
are not upstairs giving me drugs. That is the problem.
Hold on, you just lost. What are you laughing at?
Alright, skip the story. Don't care. You could come sit. Right here. You can come sit. I've said that since the beginning.
Keep a little
And a pillow for the dead man.
in case he
He
comes
to town. Hello, son. No, you don't need to get on top of that shelf.
Actually, I put like 3 of his songs from the internet as they are labeled in iTunes and Spotify, whatever. I had 3 of them on my August playlist. They might migrate to my September playlist. Because it was always a fun surprise to like, I'm rocking out to like some Scene Queen or something, and then it's like, aliens ain't shit. You know, just a palate cleanser.
If I went to Hogwarts, about these nights, I would use physical violence. Alright, let's save. Because I do actually really like this, and that's terrifying.
Axis, what's up, homie? Let's kick in.
But this is the one that I built. This is mine. Someone's knocking at my door now. Cirque was just saying someone was knocking at the door. Someone's knocking at my door.
It's too early for the scary movie type shit.
Yeah. My doorbell detected motion. Let me. Hello? Oh. I'm sorry, I can't actually talk right now.
You said you couldn't talk.
Possibly sometime tomorrow. Yeah, that'll work. People trying to sell me stuff. Cats, go see what's happening. Cats.
I'm sorry, I can't talk now. Okay.
Let me give you a sales pitch.
The fuck? A beach hazard statement has been issued.
But yeah, so like this is my actual Gundam, and it does not perform as well as the one that I've just been using, and I'm mad about this. I'm mad about this. Like we're gonna go into a mission. Actually,
I don't know. I like Pinkie Pie Gundam. Like
I like Pinkie Pie Gundam too. Like, but I'm kind of mad that something that I threw together as a joke works better than.
This is the mission desk.
All right. I'll do the next mission because like it could also be that I'm going back redoing old missions and I have leveled up some of this stuff. But, like, I don't think I leveled up any of the equipment that I'm using on Pinkie Pie of Death. So I'm wondering why she's that effective when I have actually upgraded his shit. Like,
sometimes things just click.
because, like, if that's the case, I'm probably gonna give her possibly real legs that actually have stats on them. Maybe a real head too. I might leave the head just to remember where I came from.
Okay, our first real
But, like-
battle against other people. Let's go, you two.
Okay, no, I take it back. This one is performing so much better because these are just older missions.
It's okay. Just
but,
leave
like-
this to me. I've got a good feeling about today.
Locked on.
It really makes me want to reevaluate some life choices. Because I've got this. Alright, is it going to break it? Is it? I don't have many ranged weapons with this one. I've got 2 guns. Everything else is, I've got a big ass sword. You want to see my big ass sword? I wish I could change its color too. I would like to make it blue. But, you know, I don't get to do that. The level of customization that this game has, you don't get a chance.
Sorry.
What?
I'm rocking out to blue over here.
I added that to Radtoons too. Because, have you ever watched the music video for that?
Oh yeah.
It is a fucking trip.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the year 2000, you see. Was it 2000 or was it 99? It was 2000.
I honestly don't remember. Time is a construct that I do not subscribe to anymore. I've got the same kind of like giant beam gun. And then I've got pew pew. And then my overcompensating sword.
Did not mean to swallow that tiny piece of gum, but here we are.
This mobile suit has high stats.
That's a statement.
No, we've finally entered, well, I shouldn't say finally entered a time of year because now I'm doing a whole bunch of new shit. But like, because we all know how I am about time generally, and it's
Oh shit, I gotta turn the volume back down.
typically,
When did you get so good? Have you been
I
practicing?
tell what what day it is, depending on what doctor's appointment I have. But now it's moving into what my weekend from work will be, which will be Wednesdays and Thursdays, and which choir practice I'm going to. And those are a little more frequent than the doctor's appointments, so I might stay a little bit more on track. Maybe.
So you're our latest
The days will
victims,
lose
are
their
you?
names, though, and just be like, oh, it's Corral Day, or it's voter registration day. Which, by the way, go register to vote.
I mean, it's better than Billy Madison. It's Nudie Magazine Day.
It's Nudie Magazine.
What day is it? September? Nudie Magazine Day.
Yeah. That's the second Billy Madison reference tonight. Excellent.
I mean, I can also do It's Too Damn Hot for No Penguin to Be Seen.
You're not bad for a beginner. I'm impressed.
See, he has a similar shield to the one that I want to use. I don't know what that shield... I mean, I like this shield because it turns into lots of little parts that turn into lasers.
I can't believe this is how strong these top.
That's one thing that got real interesting with one of the design concepts in the Witch from Mercury Gundam series. So, like, her Gundam that is the soul of her sister, I think. I don't know. It's fucking weird, and I haven't seen the second season yet.
Hold on, you just lost. What are you laughing at?
Losing a single match is
But-
nothing to me, boy.
The Gundam itself is made up of all these like little parts that can change. So like like the arm can kind of like Tony's nanotech armor can kind of like shift and change it. But like the arm disassembles and becomes a sword, or
You know.
the backpack disassembles and becomes a gun, or they just disassemble into lots of little pieces and they're all little lasers that just kind of circle around and just
Fuck shit up.
sting you like hundreds of angry wasps. And I'm like, Gundam's getting so fucking complicated. Like, when your one Gundam is like 6, this is some Power Rangers type shit going.
Some sort of new type?
Greatsword is, I love the Greatsword. I love the beam Greatsword because Epion's a thing. That's a neat beam saber. It's like a little rapier. I got lances.
Ooh, excuse me.
Melee. It's just it's
Yeah.
a fist. Oh, that's neat. Gun Sword 3.
Some people would pay good money for a fist.
I mean, he just looks sad.
Yeah.
He just looks sad. Would you like my legs? I can't put them on backwards because then that would be a penis. I at first was not sure which way was front with that one. My knee blades. Let me show you them.
It's just so impractical.
So much of Gundam is impractical. That's a neat shield.
I mean, I guess if it will add a whole lot of damage whenever you rack somebody if you have knee blades.
Rowan, I'm going to throw a Lego removal tool at you if you jump up there again. Rowan.
No.
He's like, I'm not doing anything wrong, Father. Yet.
I won't do it. Just thinking about it.
Just thinking about it.
I'm not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Also love, so like, the Great Sword is a two-handed weapon, so I can't dual-wield great swords. I was kind of hoping to dual-wield great swords, because that's my type of... that's something I do. The beam scissor, which is a fucking scythe, I could dual-wield those if I had 2 of them. Because it doesn't count as a lance, it counts as an axe. All axes are one-handed.
Okay. You know, I'm down for dual wielding. Like that's just a very intimidating look to stand there with 2 like energy sides.
So you've got like drill lance, which technically I think I can have 2 of those. You've got twin blades. I could Darth Maul up in this bitch. axes. You got various axes.
I do love a good axe.
You've got whips. That's the heat rod whip. Hyper beam javelin, which is basically just like a beam pole axe.
Yeah, that's not a javelin.
Melee.
Maybe it's just they didn't time developing this right with like major global competitions, so they couldn't actually see a javelin.
I mean, I kind of like
It's not like there's an internet or anything.
the twin beam trident. The physics to that. Just how do you make that?
Yeah, that
Um.
that seems like just very optimistic.
Okay, this does count as a large sword. The wrench mace.
I mean, it does kind of look like my Papa's wrench, and I'm just gonna call it my wrench mace from now on
Wrench mace.
because that's what the fuck it is.
I mean, there's also the beam sword axe, which again, how do you make that?
Yeah,
There's whatever the fuck that is.
It looks very inefficient.
Like it's a twin blade, so like we twirl it around. But like yeah,
The grip he has on it is unbalanced though.
can I equip
Just twirl that blade right into his face.
extra large mace? Not kidding with that. That is a mace. It's a sparkler.
I feel like I should sing happy birthday to it.
An actual lance. A hammer.
That is not. Yeah. That's like a prop hammer because it's just way too big.
Yeah.
The head is way too big for the shaft.
Ladies. I do kind of like that. I might use that on one of them, but I kind of like my. I've got claws. They don't do anything.
That's unfortunate.
Like, they're one of the only pieces that I've got that doesn't. I can. Large rail cannon.
Okay.
Boomerang blade antenna. So I can add another antenna on top of my antenna. Or a V-shaped blade.
Hey, bro. Would you like the antenna?
Cheek guards. See?
Mm-hmm.
They appear on my cheek. I don't have a lot of the. Like, I could add missiles to that. But, where are they? Like, I can add. Oh, I thought you were gonna sneeze. I'm like,
No.
I'm not gonna fuck it up. Not gonna fuck up the sneeze.
No, that was earlier today. I managed to get the sneezing fits. Now it's just the 3 hours of sleep catching up to me.
I thought I had that I could do.
Watch, I won't be able to get to sleep until 3 in the morning.
Cannon, funnels. Oh yeah, double Gatling guns. Yeah, I can add the. Like, if I really wanted to, I could add the Gatling guns. Just be like, yeah. I don't have the missile because I don't have the. That's what this is. Before we end, because it's about time to end the stream. One thing I don't like is you get abilities that are tied to certain pieces that look like you can't transfer those abilities to other pieces. You can transfer some abilities, like if I look at this and change the spec, so like abilities like HP recovery per second, like I can move those abilities, but like the OP skills that they have listed, there's a couple of pieces, and so like the one that I have is Epion. It has Epion Claw, which is a drill attack where you just turn into a flying drill. It's a great attack, but I can't seem to fucking transfer that to any other piece, so I'm stuck using Epion's arms if I want to use that ability. And so like I have, and one thing about this game that other games didn't do is like, this game you can customize the left and right arm. It used to be, in previous games, like, you get the set of arms, so that they matched. So like I could have two sets of arms that are completely different. Like that, if I wanted to. But because I have to have things look somewhat symmetrical, I can't do that. And then I'm also using this arm set because I fucking like that claw that I can't get anywhere else. It makes me grumpy.
Untreated ADHD what?
Yeah. Because like what I want to use is I like Gundam Bale's arms. They're all right, especially if I add the extra armor pieces to it. What I really wanted to use was, where are you? Where the fuck are you? Death Scythe. He's got these neat like shoulder spikes that come out. And, like, that's cool. But if I use those, I get an ability called Hyper Jammer that I don't want to fucking use. I can't change. And I'm like, I hate you. I hate you all so much.
I mean, really, there's already so much other ridiculous shit. You'd figure they could mix and match that too.
You would think. And maybe there is a way to do it and I just haven't gotten there yet. Because you can transfer the EX skills. But like the EX skills make like a ghost version of that part so that you have the ability. So like one of the backpacks, like the wings, for example, if you get one of those that has an EX skill and you master it and you link it to your Gundam rather than the part, you can change the backpack to what I've got now. But if you use that skill, my current boosters go away and it becomes the ghost versions of the wings. And I'm like, that defeats the fucking purpose of this. You get that, right? Like, do you not see how you get this? Gun damn it. Thank you, Eridon. Gun damn it. That is how I feel. And it's ridiculous that I feel that way about a game that's literally about building toys to fight to the death. We live in the weirdest timeline.
I mean, I said that with... Well, I've said that a lot of times, really.
Yeah.
But with Dick Cheney, like, anything involving Dick Cheney is automatically worse and weird. But yeah, that was weird.
I also love how everyone right now is like, if Dick Cheney's endorsing your candidate, then you know you're in the wrong. Bitch, he supported...
When a literal war criminal sees this other person as a greater danger to the country, and so they're voting for this person, like, that's not a small thing to be rejected by a war criminal.
And it's a war criminal who was part of your part, like... Everyone's like, no, this is the direction, like, because everyone's like, yeah, Dick Cheney's the direction the Republicans want to go in.
No.
And here we are, and you're like, oh, well, if he endorses you, then that's a bad thing. What world is this? I'm old enough that I remember his tenure in office. And he shot a guy in the face.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh no, he's a bad guy. It's like,
Yes, he is.
He is yes, he. I will grant you that he is a bad guy, but he's a bad guy from your team. But what about immigrants eating cats?
God, I'm so glad I did not watch the debate. But some of the memes coming out are. Mwah.
Oh God, Phil spent all day sending me memes, all goddamn day, and I'm just like, I didn't watch it either, but like the bits that I've seen of it, like okay, yeah, I get where you're coming from, but like, fuck, like it was not a debate, it was a roast.
Yeah.
It was a roast. It was a senile man just making shit up, and a career politician and litigator just like,
Letting him hang himself.
yeah. Like, I just, this is the world we live in, man. Like, Phil messaged me, was like, after last night, like, because after the previous debate where it was, you know, Trump and Biden, everyone's like, oh God, Biden flubbed that, and it's like, Biden's like, yeah, I did kind of flub that. I'm gonna get the fuck out. If only Trump had the good grace to do the same.
Yeah.
But that's a word that does grace. Good.
The term magical thinking comes to mind.
Oh.
And imagining that he has grace is some very magical thinking. He's just gonna be screaming about immigrants eating cats. Just
Who was the guy that yelled yeah and immediately got kicked off the consideration?
Howard Dean.
Yes, it was Howard.
Yeah.
It was Dean. And then
And it was like he's doing like
and then Amber and I were watching episodes of Actually on Dropout, and one of them was, okay, now this is a game we like to call Pokemon or Anime or Politician. And it's like we take lines from the opening songs to anime or quotes from politicians, and you have to guess which is which.
That's terrifying.
And like there was some back and forth, and Brennan was on, and Brennan's like, I know one of them's a curveball, it's going to be both. And one of them was both. One of them was lyrics from one of the Pokemon themes that Herman Cain used in his presidential bid he attributed to a poet. And I'm just like, I forgot about that. I forgot about that so much.
I wish I could have kept forgetting about it.
I wish I could have kept forgetting about it. Oh, man.
Yeah.
We're fucked as a society, guys. I'm so sorry. Go play Gundam Breaker and try to forget the hellscape.
Watch Exploding Kittens. I just did a rewatch because
Yeah.
I needed some happy.
Yeah, Exploding Kittens is great. Tom Ellis has played both God and the devil, and, you know, he's nailing both. I mean, he could nail me as both.
Same. Not as Godcat, though.
Not as Godcat. No, as Lucifer Morningstar. That,
Yes, please.
yeah. Go for it.
Had a non-zero number of dreams about that.
I mean, you saw the episode where you saw his ass, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Him and I forget the Amy Garcia, who played Ella. They go to a nudist, and just seeing both of them, because I have a huge crush on Amy Garcia. Like, she is just fucking adorable. And she also got to feel Jodie Sweetin's tits. Apparently they did the middle child from Full House grew up to be super fucking gorgeous, and they did a stage show together where I don't know what the deal is, but like there's just a picture of Amy Garcia, like, and Jodie Sweetin has a very large bust. Like,
Yes.
the joke is a fuller blouse. And like Amy Garcia is a tiny tiny person. So it's like it's the juxtaposition is just even weirder.
Yes, I agree, Aradon.
Go watch what.
Yes.
The sad
I
thing
dream
is,
about that too.
Bartlett was a more. He was a Republican president, wasn't he?
No, he was a Democrat, but he
was
was
a
just he was like practicing Catholic.
Yeah. Okay. That's where like he. I would kill for President Bartlett to be real. There is no list to the number of people I would kill for that to be how our government actually functions instead of the shit show that the sad thing that a TV drama portrays a better functional government than what we actually have is maddening.
Yeah.
Like, I loved watching The West Wing with you. I don't think I could watch it now. It would just make me angry about reality. It'd be like the furious little cinnamon bun from Dr. Tran.
Yeah.
I'd go out, I'd accidentally murder a shaved ice baby, and then get destroyed by the great dick in the sky. Like, that's what would happen. I'd watch West Wing and just be like, no! God, no! Fuck! No! No! God, no! Just hop outside, just... And
Yeah.
accidentally knock
I'd
over
go
a child.
outside, have a cigarette. He's out there ranting. Like, yeah, I know. I went through this like 10 years ago when it was like airing. So I was prepared going into that rewatch. You were not.
No.
You weren't ready.
Anyway, thank you all for tuning into this live stream. I don't know why we got off this, but like that's just the hellscape we live in.
Exploding kittens.
Tom Ellis. West Wing.
Dreaming about good things. Yes, that was the one. Yeah. That's how we got here.
It's like the trolley problem. How did we get from point A to point B instead of who are we fucking murdering with the trolley?
Yeah, it's one of the little
Eric,
activity. It's a little activity maze, like on the kids' like menu
Back of a kid's menu.
at Shoney's, just like. Ah.
Let's not go to that Denny's. Let's go to the good Denny's.
I haven't been to Denny's in forever.
Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I've got Unicorn Overlord going up during the week, so stay tuned for that. Anything else that we've got does get posted to the Discord, so go check that out. It is in the description. Last time we mentioned just being published, so go check that information out. It's fun.
I did remember to post. It was later in the night, but I did remember to post it.
Yeah. So, yeah, go check that out, and we'll see you next week. Same hat time, same hat channel, Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern. For another live stream.
Same hat time, same hat channel.
For
With
the
pink murder shit. Like,
Murder boys. Skeleton.
They're my little skelly boys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Be safe. Wash your hands.